Hello. Hello and good morning. It's 9:23 a.m. on July the 18th of 2021. And I just want to address something. You can see the title of this. I understand the need or the concern about positive posts. I do. And we don't want very much negative going on in this world. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I've been going through the comments here on the YouTube channel. Um, and hello, Apple Brooks. Someone has says, Gina, your videos were so upbeat and you were always so pleasant and gentle. But the recent videos have repeatedly been more and more negative. And the more we focus on the negative, this is a lot of people's train of thought, but not all the people. It's some of the people's train of thought has been more negative. Your posts have been negative, have a negative connotation to them, a negative spin. Words and thoughts are powerful. I totally agree with you. Nothing has ever occurred in this world that has ever come out about without having a thought preceding it. So that is equally true of positive thoughts and negative thoughts. I enjoy reading your stuff. So I have a large following, they say, and I am to return to positive thought and words for the sake of yourself and your audience. I'm gonna address each sentence of GoGos, and I'll do this every once in a while. You all, I will. I will. I don't have a problem. I mean, if you wanna tell me how you feel publicly, I don't have a problem of addressing what you have written publicly either. You can find this under the last video that I did. So the first word right here, so you can see the post right here. So Gina, I've always watched your videos because they were so upbeat and you were always so pleasant and gentle. Well, I am still very pleasant and I am still very gentle. Some may not think that I am because they may not like the certain topics that I have been speaking about. But I share what I'm led within my spirit to share, okay? I do, whatever I'm led to. Do I like sharing horrific things? No, I don't like sharing horrific things. I don't like negative things. I don't. But there's, let me read the next statement, or the sentence. The recent videos I have seen have repeatedly been more and more negative. Well, it is negative, what's going on in the world. It's very negative. And I'm not showing the worst of the negatives. I only briefly mention the things that are happening. And yes, it is shocking to some. And I checked that little box on YouTube, said that this may be shocking and upsetting to some. I will check the appropriate community guideline boxes. I will, because I'm sure it is shocking when you hear about war going on and or people dying and all of that kind of stuff. That's shocking and it's not pleasant, but it's happening, okay? And if I feel drawn within my spirit to speak about it, I am, knowing that some people aren't going to receive what I have to say. I don't want to read it. I don't even want to see it. But if I feel led within my spirit to speak about it, I'm going to, because I've got to live with this conscience within me. I've got to live with myself. I can't always share spaceships and funny things and stuff because it's getting serious, okay? It is. Okay, that's the second one. Thoughts and words are powerful. They're very, very powerful. We can think and we can speak, and our words will have an effect. Okay, but we have thoughts and words that are done by very, very powerful, powerful people in this world. Their words are powerful. Elon Musk can move the markets with his words. He has a bigger social media platform than me. When certain people, public figures in this world speak, when they think things and they speak them, they literally move the world. They move the engine. They move the vehicle in whatever direction they want to. Okay, and there are big people around the world who are behind the scenes, who have a lot of like-minded big people in this world. It's their thoughts that have been put into action, okay? And it's their words that are being spoken on a global scale, okay? Some feel it's for the better of humanity. Some feel that it's not, okay? There is a spiritual war taking place, okay? And there's very powerful people in this world. There always has been, okay? Powerful, powerful mouthpieces. No one likes war. I don't like war. I don't. I like love. I want to live in a world full of peace and love. But I can't close my eyes when I look around and seeing and feeling. I'm a feeler. Feeling the pains in the spiritual realm that is coming from humanity, from the spiritual realm. I can't shut that part of me off. I can't close my eyes to that. I can't. When I see people hurting, people, you can't either if you have this within you. You can't, if you're an empath or an intuitive, if you are a conduit, you can't shut that part of you off. I think that would be inhumane for you to shut that part of you off and close your ears to what's happening while you enjoy your pleasant peacefulness because you've got this protective bubble around you. I can't live like that. I pop the bubble. Okay, I do. I just like, I'll pop the bubble. I don't want to stay inside that bubble. So, and I hope this is all right because I want to address that. I want to share positive things, but there are negative things that are going on that I'm trying to share in a very positive manner in the way that I can get the message out, and that message has to get out through love and kindness, even though it's very negative. Okay, it's negative. There's nothing wrong with being aware of what's happening, even though it's negative. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're made aware, then you can prepare. Okay, you can prepare. Okay, and you can pray, and you can send those positive thoughts, and you can speak those positive words out there when you know what's happening. Okay, now I'm going to read the second sentence. Nothing has ever occurred in this world has ever come about without a thought having preceded that. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Words are so powerful. They have the power of life and death. I can only hope with the words that I bring out and the information that I bring out, informations that may not be pleasant, I can only hope that it reaches the people that it reaches in a positive way because they may be unaware. I want them to be able to prepare first and foremost inside of here. Not just for themselves, but for their family, their friends. They've got to be strong. You've got to be strong, and that strength comes from the love within you. You know, love is a very bold thing to have within you. Love is bold. Love is powerful. Love has a lot of strength within it to stand up and to speak up, okay? And this is not for everyone what I'm doing. It's not. There are many people who will deliver what I've been sharing in a very, very, very negative way. They will because that's in their personality. That's not me. I've got to deliver it in a positive way. Okay, I'm going to read the next sentence. That is equally true of positive and negative thoughts. So words, whether they're positive or negative, that's exactly right. But my goal here is to share that negative stuff that is going on in a positive way, if at all possible, and in a positive tone coming out of me. Okay, the tone has a lot to do with it too. Okay, it does. And I can't be having angry things on my face and angry feelings coming out of me when I share things like that. I can't, you all. I can't. And I'm still human. While in this body, I'm still human. And humans have emotions. When they read things, they respond with certain emotions. I think mine are very contained and pretty mellow. I can't take the human aspect out of me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be human anymore. I wouldn't be human. Okay, I'm human while in this body. Okay, I implore you, this is the last sentence. who has a large following on social media, and I really don't think I have a large following for those of you who are watching. They're just numbers to me. They really are. I don't feel like I have a very large following. I think somebody who has 400 or some odd thousand followers or millions, that's a large following. Okay, but I'm trying to feel the people within here. You who have a very large following on social media, to return to positive thought and words for the sake of myself and my audience. For the sake of myself, to return to positive thought and words for the sake of myself. That part I have a problem with. I do. I have a problem with that part. Because it's speaking, that last sentence is speaking against my spirit and what I'm doing. And it's not resonating with my spirit. And because my spirit interacts with my audience. And a lot of the audience want to know what's going on, and they want to be made known, aware. So I don't have a problem with all the sentences before your in this paragraph, but that very last sentence, it doesn't resonate with my spirit. There's something about your last words, because your words are very powerful too. And your words started with a thought within you. So as you were writing that last sentence, you had a certain train of thought within your mind. You did. And I'm not sure if that thought was grounded in love when you spoke those words into existence, because my spirit isn't resonating on that frequency that sentence was written. Okay, it's not. And so I implore you to please be careful with your thoughts, the feelings that are in your thoughts when you speak your words also, because they will carry the exact intentions that your thought had in them, and they will be worded with that emotion, that feeling within them, and the individual that they're directed at will literally feel them if they are intuitive and if they are an empath, and that is me. They are directed toward me, and I can feel them, and I don't have a problem with any of the sentences before then, but the last sentence, your thought process became more, shall we say, self person, that you were more into yourself, your ego, when you spoke them. And they kind of sounded tad bit, a tiny bit of a threat. I might be off, but they were negative. That last sentence was negative. The other sentences before weren't, but the last one had a negative overtone in them. So, see, I felt it. But I'm going to read to you all my response. And I really do thank GoGo. Thank you. Because it's important to really speak about how you feel. It's important to get your feelings out there and your thoughts. It is very important. I encourage you all to do that, because I will, when I come on here, if I am drawn to start reading comments and address them, a certain comment, if it literally speaks to my spirit and my spirit feels it, then that means that I'm meant to address it. And I will stop and I will do a video and I will address it. Okay, so thank you, GoGo. I appreciate your comment. Okay, I'm just telling you how I felt too, and I'm going to respond to it. I'm going to read the response, and you can read it too. I'm not going to. Let me just read. I'm going to read GoGo's whole entire comment, and then I'm going to read you mine. I'm just going to keep it straight like that. Gina, I always watched your videos because they were all so upbeat, and you were always so pleasant and gentle. The recent videos I've seen have repeatedly been more and more negative. The more we focus on negative, the more around us becomes negative. Thoughts and words are powerful. Nothing has ever occurred in this world has ever come about without a thought having preceded it. That is equally true of positive or negative thoughts. I implore you, who has a large following on social media, to return to positive thought and words for the sake of yourself and your audience. Okay, thank you for your comment. Thank you. I really do mean it. Thank you. It needs to be addressed because I'm sure you're not alone. Okay, I've responded to it. I'm going to read my response and then the video will end. I am not going to close my eyes to what is happening on a large global scale to humanity. I cannot be this person you want me to be. I will share whatever I am led to share. There will be some who do not want to hear a shred of negativeness. That is fine. I am a very upbeat and kind, loving person. Reality is here. I cannot and will not pretend that the world isn't falling apart and that people's lives are not getting destroyed. I can't pretend that that's not happening. Freedoms are disappearing for some. How can I consciously live with myself in a state of denial? I guess I could if I wanted to tune out the world and make it go away. I could do that by building a box around myself and plugging up my ears and my eyes so that I do not see the pain of humanity or even feel the pain of humanity. Humanity is crying out with a voice so loud. Can't you hear it? This is not being negative. This is being sympathetic and empathetic toward humanity. If my style of social media no longer seems pleasant to you, then certainly don't watch me or even listen to me. I will continue to share in whatever capacity that I am led to share. I have around 1 year left of doing so. I am being as positive as I can with this information. Thank you for your concern, and thank you all for listening. Humanity is very important to me, even though I'm just a person just like you in this body. You and me are no different. I'm no different than you. I have feelings. I am empathetic. I am sympathetic. And when I feel pain from another person, and I feel it on a global scale, it's very hurtful to my spirit because we are connected spiritually on a global scale. So with that being said, thank you for taking the time to listen to me. This is a very serious video, and I think GoGo again, thank you for listening, and thank you for your comment. Okay, words are powerful, whether they be positive and or negative, and they do start with a thought. But when we speak those words, our feelings are literally sent out. They're like an attachment that comes with the words, okay, an attachment that can be felt in the spiritual realm for people who are spiritually attached to it within your thought as you send it. So just think of it as that. You're sending an email, you're putting an attachment to it, and you're addressing it to a certain individual. So that individual was me. It had an attachment, so of course I felt the feeling behind it. With that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours, and thank you for listening to me. And please keep those comments coming because they need to be addressed and you need to be heard. Love you, and thank you, moderators.